Hi friends, welcome back to Masters of Chemistry. So we are studying the solid state reaction, a special topic from the physical chemistry. So far we are studying the methods of single crystal growth, and we know that we have two methods of growing the single crystal. One is solution growth method, another one is the melt growth method. So we already discussed the solution growth method and we are studying the melt growth method. So in melt growth method again we have three methods. So first one is the Schizo-Cherlsky method, then we have Bridgman method, and last and third one is the Wasnoil flame fusion method. So already we deal with the Schizo-Cherlsky method. In this particular video session we are going to discuss the Bridgman method, and after upcoming video session we are going to discuss the Wasnoil flame fusion method. So in this video we discuss the Bridgman methods, procedure for growing the crystal, application, advantages and disadvantages of using the Bridgman method. So let's start to study in detail what is Bridgman method. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for further notification. Thank you. So the Bridgman method, this is the second method of growing the single crystal. So this is another method for the growing single crystal. So in this method, this method also based on the solidification or crystallization of melt. So in this method we cannot be rotate the melt, as we discussed in the previous video. In this Schizo-Cherlsky method we rotate the melt in order to maintain the temperature. So in this method we cannot rotate the melt to grow the crystal. So the single crystal can be grown by passing the melt through a temperature gradient such that the crystallization occurs at the cooler end of the furnace. So we know that what is the temperature gradient. So temperature gradient, it is the physical quantity in which we can apply the temperature in different direction and with the different rate. So in this method the melt is placed inside the temperature gradient. As the temperature start to increase, the melt start to melt at the hotter end of the furnace. Now the furnace gradually cooled so that the solidification and crystallization begin at the cooler end of the furnace. So let's start to understand how the process takes place in this Bridgman method. So this is the general apparatus of Bridgman method. So in which this is the furnace. So this is the furnace in which the melt is placed at the one end of the furnace and the original seed present at the other end of the furnace. Now the furnace is placed in a temperature gradient. So this is the temperature gradient which consists of T1, T2 and T3 temperature. Now as we increase the temperature of this temperature gradient, the melt start to melting at the hotter end of this furnace. So this is Tm is the temperature of melting of this melt, and the crystal start to growing at this Tm temperature. Now the work of this growing, this original seed is it pulls this crystal in this direction so that crystal can be grow in the form of rod shape. So this is the general procedure of studying the Bridgman method in order to grow the single crystal. Let's study some of the application, advantages and disadvantages of this Bridgman method. So application of this Bridgman method is, this method primarily used to grow the crystals of lead iodide. So generally this method are uh, used to grow the crystals of lead iodide material. Now the advantage of this method is, this method is very simple and easy to implementation as compared to the other two methods. So which is very easy because the apparatus used in this method is very simple. That's why this method are generally used to grow the crystals. Now the disadvantage also there for this method. So this disadvantage of this method is, while growing the crystals of lead iodide, some of the crystal stick on the wall of that furnace, which causes the impurity. So this is the major disadvantage of using the Bridgman method. So thank you for the watching.